So let's switch positions now. We're going to work mount. So I'm going to do one round holding middle mount, and a couple of things, right? My knees are pinched together. The most important thing are your feet. My feet need to be up against his legs, right? If he lifts his legs, it's like my toes are trying to touch. This way, not here. Okay, always this way. Okay. And I'm not quite sitting on him and my tailbone's tucked, right? So move around a little bit. Always looking to climb a little bit underneath the elbows here. Good. Now he's going to do one of two things. Go to bridge and roll. And that's where I'm maintaining my base, right? Or elbow knee escape. And that's where this foot becomes really important. He goes to elbow knee escape, my foot's there. There's no elbow knee escape. That gives me all the time in the world to counter, right? Go elbow knee escape on the other side. Foot. Good. Goes back to the middle. Good. And if he's keeping his elbows down and doing a good job, you attack the throat. Climbs up, get a little higher, right? And this is where I'd like to be. Keep going. The elbows together. Lift, wrap, back. Good. Up. Sometimes I'm disconnecting from him a little bit, right? Good. So, middle mount, okay? Attacking the arm triangle. I've got to get underneath the elbows, and then you begin with one hand behind the head, okay? If I go here, and my head's right over his head, I'm an easy roll. He's going to roll me that direction, right? Go ahead. Yeah, so when my hand goes behind the head, my weight goes over here. My hand goes over here. My head goes over here, and I'm putting weight over into my right hand. So when he goes to bridge and roll, he's got to drag my weight all the way over here, which buys me lots of time. Okay? So this is how you hold. Okay, he's going to keep trying to work out of that. And what I want to look to do is get underneath an arm. And once I'm underneath an arm, I need to be above the elbow, and I walk the hand up with my fingers, right? Try and get your arm back. So we get it up here. Once we get it up here, I start to straighten out my arms, bring my head here, and now I'm in my arm triangle position, okay? We're going to the finish in a minute. Let's just go into the entry. So hand behind the head, weight over here, knees pinched together tight. He's going to try and roll me that way. There's no way. He can't roll me this way. And it's hard for him to elbow knee escape because he's got to get his hands on my hips, right? So it's hard for him to move. Now I start to attack here. And if they're strong, this could take 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Just like this, right? I never lift my hand off the mat. Once we get up high enough, then I go here. And I can lock it in and get ready for my finish. Okay. I know most of you know how to do this, but I just want to practice just dragging an arm up, whether we're going for an arm lock or a Kimura or a Americana or whatever. Being in that mount position and controlling above their elbow, this is where we want to control. There's no control here. You control the other person's arm when you own this part, okay? So being able to get underneath the elbow and walk their hand up, the predecessor to all those submissions. So let's work that. Don't worry about finishing it. Just get into that arm triangle position, back and forth, play with it, and then we'll talk about finishing. Okay, go ahead. So here's the major mistake most people make with this. A lot of people struggle to finish the arm triangle from mount. Even most black belts will dismount to finish. Okay, meaning they'll get it from mount, but then they'll jump off to cross sides to finish because they don't have the pressure to finish it from mount. Okay, and the reason is you're too high. Okay, so it's a choke. It's a triangle choke, right? So this is choking Liam's neck. His shoulder's choking on one side. My shoulder is choking on the other. And what happens is they get here, okay? I'm not even gonna try and finish him from here because I would just wind up neck cranking him, but tuck your chin a little bit. Like there's no way I could finish Liam from here. It would just hurt his neck because look at my left shoulder. See how it's on his jaw? It's on his skull, right? not on his neck. And so even if I squeeze or drop, he won't tap. That's why most guys wind up going there, because they can get way more pressure cross sides, but you shouldn't have to dismount, okay? So all you have to do when you're in here, right, is before I go to finish, I lower my shoulder. See how I slid down to his chest, and now it just goes right, it slides in there like Tetris, right in that right spot, yes. And now watch how little pressure. I don't even need to really squeeze with my head. I don't need two hands. I just need to be right here. And that's all it takes, okay? So it's all about this, being in the right spot. I slide down to his chest, and then right as my shoulder rolls off his chest into his neck, that's the magic spot. Okay, make sense? Be the same thing if he's in my guard, and I'm triangling from here, and I'm here, and I squeeze real hard, his arm is up against his jaw, right? It's not gonna work. But if I go here, now he's up here, now my shoulder is in his neck, and his shoulder's in his neck. Now when I squeeze, now I can finish, right? That's basically the exact same thing, but upside down from there. So if you start to squeeze and they're not tapping, don't squeeze harder. Lower your shoulder to the chest and then just slide up, and then it should not take a lot of muscle or pressure. Okay, kind of subtle, but once you get it, you'll get it. Go ahead and try it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for frequent updates, because we're updating this every week, and make sure you comment and like and share our videos. We appreciate it, and we definitely try and respond to all the comments. And if you like what we're doing and you like the material, check out SBG University, SBGU, and you're going to see a ton more in much greater depth than what you see here on YouTube. Thank you very much.